The symbol for pi has been used for over 250 years. The symbol was introduced by William Jones, a Welsh mathematician, in 1706. The symbol was made popular by the mathematician Leonhard Euler. Psychiatrist Laurie Shawn started celebrating 14 March as Pi Day at San Francisco's Exploration Science Museum. There he is known as the Prince of Pi. Happy birthday, Pi!
As we all know, World Pi Day, 13th of March. So, what exactly is pi? This number is actually a ratio and is obtained by dividing the circumference of the circle by its diameter. It has been used many years. Anyway, pi number can be encountered in many places. One day we can use in a math problems, and the other day when calculating the length of the system. One day it may be decoration on the pie in the cafe maybe. The other day it may be the subject of a literary work. Of course, there is a subject that I think is a complete coincidence. The time of the date of birth of scientists is thought to be related to Pi Day. I really think it's all coincidence.
There is an entire language made from the number pi. But how is that possible? Well, some people loved pi enough to invent a dialect based on it. In Polish, the number of letters in each word match the corresponding digit of pi. The first word has 3 letters, the second has 1 letter, the third has 4 letters, and so on. This language is more popular than you might think. Software engineer Michael Kent wrote an entire book called Not Awaken This Language.
Hi, my name is Madalina. Since pi is an irrational number, it has an infinite number of decimals that do not repeating sequences. Because the exact value of pi can never be calculated, we can never find the exact area or circumference of a circle.
People refer to the number we know as pi as the quantity which, when the diameter is multiplied by it, yields the circumference. Not surprisingly, people got tired of saying so much whenever they wanted to talk about pi. The Welsh mathematician William Jones, a friend of Sir Isaac Newton, began using the symbol for pi in 1706.
Do you believe coincidence? I think you must believe this coincidence that happen in every moment of our life. Example, mathematicians celebrate the 14th of each March for the important number pi. See, by coincidence, Stephen Hawking and Albert Einstein are very, very important people to science. Einstein was born on 14th of March and Stephen Hawking died on 15th of March. Isn't that an interesting coincidence?
Many mathematicians believe that it is more accurate to say that a circle has infinite corners than it is to say that it has none. It is only reasonable to assume that the infinite number of corners in a circle correlates to the infinite number of digits of pi.
I'm Angelina. I'm from Armenia. Pi is actually a part of Egyptian mythology. People in Egypt believe that the pyramids of Giza were built on the principles of pi. The vertical height of the pyramids have some relationship with the perimeter of their base as the relationship between a circle's radius and its circumference.
Chinese people were far ahead of the West in finding the digits of pi. Why? Chinese mathematicians were ahead in the pi game because of two reasons. They had decimal notations and they had a symbol for the number 0.
Archimedes found the number pi. The symbol pi is the 16th letter of the Latin alphabet. Every year 14 March is World Pi Day. Pi Day also Albert Einstein's birthday.
Hi, my name is Alexandra, orator Mironescu Alexandra. Today I will tell you something about the Pi movie. I found the things about the history of Pi very uninteresting, so I said to come up with something more interesting I say, namely the story of the Pi movie. I hope you don't get bored of my information. I tried to make the next video that you will see to look like a reporter on a TV show talking about this movie. Pi, still is a 1998 American psychological thriller film written and directed by Darren Aronofsky in his future directorial debut. Pi was filmed on a high-contrast black and white reversible film and earned Aronofsky the Directing Award at the 1998 Sundance Film Festival, the Independent Spirit Award for Best First Screenplay, and the Gotham Open Palm Award. The budget was $16,927 million. The title refers to the mathematical constant pi. The film explores themes of religion, mysticism, and the relationship of the universe to mathematics. The story about a mathematician with an obsession to find underlying complete order in the real world contrasts to seemingly irreconcilable entities, the imperfect, irrational humanity, and the rigor and regularity of mathematics, specifically number theory. This was all the information that I found interesting. We can say that it was a movie with a pretty big budget. I heard about Pi for the first time in this movie. Maybe some have only heard of Pi since mathematics, or from their parents who may be the teachers. I was pleased to tell you about the film. I hope you too. Now, although you may not be interested in these things, I will tell you something about the Pi currency that circulates everywhere through online, especially on different platforms. It is said that it will be a currency like Bitcoin. Now it has a low price and later it will be a high price. How does Pi Network work? It is an app where users log in every day and click a button to get digital currency. There is no proof of work being performed. They just log in and click a button. This currency is not traded yet, so currently holds no value. Level up by inviting more users to the platform. This makes them gain more digital currency per day. This is a common model in pyramid schemes and multi-level marketing. Could Pi network currency be valuable in the future? Of course, we have done an evidence-based analysis here and there are also evidence that show that Pi networks is at least attempting to build something of value. They have published a high-level white paper outlining their ambitions without proving technical details on how their Pi stack would work. One of their aims is to have others build apps on Pi network to benefit from Pi network user attention. This reminding us of the apps on the pay-to-serve models of the dot-com boom, where companies installed software on user devices and acted as a middleman between user and advertisers without generating substantial benefit to a third party. They claim to have run a pilot in 2020 for people to exchange goods and services using Pi. We do not understand why they do these experiments instead of just creating a blockchain. Backed currency available on marketplace. This should be double with trivial effort, as it has already been done by companies like Electroneum. According to their LinkedIn page, they have 17 employees as of 2021. However, many of the people that list themselves as working there are app users with titles cryptocurrency trader. We haven't analyzed each profile, but there seems to be a group of people working towards building something there. It could be the next version of the app of the blockchain network that is hard to verify from outside the company. What we can see is that they have launched a test version of blockchain. P Network is building a peer-to-peer marketplace where our members will be able to directly spend P to buy goods and services. We aim to start experimenting with app transfer of P as soon as Q4 2019, exchanging P for fiat currency on cryptocurrency exchange. I will end this little TV show by apologizing if there were small mistakes in my English. I hope you find this information useful.